Hey there, Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise here. Well, my voice at any rate. And several days ago, you may recall that I posted a vlog that I recorded at BGG Con. And in that vlog, I mentioned a video that Rob Oren from Rob's Tabletop World and I recorded during the convention. Now, that video had just a small little summary, kind of an overview of what Rob and I did, and this video goes more into detail of the little experiment that he and I did. Actually, this video has half of it, because what we did is we actually kind of did a tag team experiment where we went through the exhibit hall trying to find little hidden treasures to show each other. So this half, which I recorded, includes the things that Rob wanted to show me, and all of the things that I showed Rob actually appear on his channel. Again, there's another little card. But enough disembodied narrative introduction. Let's actually get to the video and start seeing the things that Rob and I found to show to each other at BGG Con. Okay, Rob, here is the challenge.
Okay.
We're going to go into the exhibit hall,
Yeah.
and we are going to try to challenge each other to find the most interesting thing that we can challenge each other with to find in this exhibit hall.
Okay. Well, you know where I'm going to go. I'm not going in this hall. I'm going in the indie hall.
I kill you.
I kill you now. See, that's what you were going to do. You were going to lure me into that bar and then take off and go the other way.
He's on to me. All right. So next stop, something that we've found.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, hey, before we get into the video clips of various little games, I actually want to start with a game that I actually don't have any footage of. I apologize. But it is the very first game that Rob showed me that actually was what gave me the idea for us to record this video together. Rob pulled me aside in the exhibit hall and showed me this fishing game called Cold Water Crown by Bellwether Games. And this little set collection worker placement game actually looked really pretty darn interesting. Now, in the game, players are competitors in a world-renowned cold water crown fishing tournament, and they will have to choose the right bait and the right time to reel in the best fish for the tournament. Will you be able to strategically balance your efforts at the beginning fishing locations to win the most trophies? Me personally? Well, probably not, because I don't know anything about fishing, but what I do know is that Cold Water Crown looked interesting enough that I wanted to make sure to include it in this presentation, even though I wasn't able to capture any video of it at the show. I didn't bring my little extender, so this is only going to get as much as my arm will reach. All right, the hunt is on.
Oh, yes. So there was something that caught my eye that not a lot of people are talking about. Battlestar Galactica 3D combat. Here's the thing that gets me. They have X-Wing.
So this guy can actually fly
But
through.
look at all the neat little stuff and the little control panels that they have. And a lot of people aren't talking about this, but it caught my eye.
Have you played X-Wing?
I played X-Wing for some time and I got bored very quickly.
Really?
You have your
Yes.
speed.
But this,
You have your kinetic.
look,
So
he's talking about speed and then you can have Cylons. I mean, who doesn't want to be a Cylon?
I'm programmed to tell you I don't want to be a Cylon.
Oh.
so your movement.
Yeah,
You'll follow that.
but it kind of has that X-Wing directive, but it's not where you're bending rulers and stuff. You're actually using those little plates. So this caught my eye, and I didn't expect it to be here. So this is one of them that I think is a hidden gem.
All right, fair enough.
Okay?
Now I'm getting incidental footage. B-roll, I think that's called.
B-roll.
Yes. The next couple games that Rob showed me had bad audio, so I'm going to do my best to describe what these games are about. The first one that he showed me is Bad Maps, a little action movement, programming, bidding, wagering, push your luck game. Wow, I'm not doing as good a job describing this game as I wanted to. Let me start over just by reading the description that the publisher wrote. Bad Maps, this game right here, is a game of pirate programming and mixed up maps for 3 to 5 players that plays in about a half hour. Over the course of 2 rounds, players lay out pieces of treasure maps, collectively forming instructions for their minions to follow. Now each round, some of the map cards are going to be placed face up and others face down, so you're only going to get partial information as you're going along trying to figure out where to dig. Now your little minions are going to follow these instructions best they can, stumbling their way along as they collide and fall into pits, because good minions are really hard to find these days. Now, players score victory points each round based on which minions are the closest or sometimes furthest from the treasures that they're looking for. And after the first round, minions are going to dig pits where they end up and pull up any treasures they find and then get ready to start all over again. During the second round, the stakes grow even higher and the island that they're on becomes even more treacherous. And in the end, the captain who pieces together the best treasure maps will be victorious.
Yeah, a few more choices here and we'll probably be able to find a winner.
But I've got something hidden up my sleeve. Beware, Mr. Mahler.
Do you have room in your sleeve for high lows?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure.
Just in a different shirt.
Ah, that's the way to do it. Oh my gosh, you're a genius, Rob. All right, lead on, lead the way.
Here we go.
Now, the next game that Rob showed me is perhaps the prettiest game I saw the entire convention and perhaps the entire year, and that is Bosk, also by Floodgate Games. Now, Bosk is a very intriguing game because players control these trees and they will use the fallen leaves from the trees as the seasons change to control different areas of the board. Or, as Bosk's marketing copy would put it, during the spring in Bosk, players take turns carefully planting trees of various sizes to gain influence in the grove that will determine the points that are scored in the summer. Then, when autumn comes, the trees' leaves fall in the rotating direction of the wind and they cover the ground. Points are then scored in winter for the player with the most leaves in each region of the grove. So based on the description I read and the demo that we received at BGG Con, it not only seems like a very colorful and visually engaging game, but it also seems like one that you're going to have to put a little bit of thought into your strategy for not only this move, but several moves down the road. And that's something that I always find challenging and entertaining. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for Bosk when it becomes available next year.
Look at that. Thank you.
I made a few comments. I think
Rob is soaking up all of the handshakes.
Okay, so this one I saw this morning. And I think this might be something that's really up your alley, especially with you and your wonderful daughter. So this is called This Table is Lava.
Ah, I've heard about this one, but don't know anything about it yet.
Well, the funny thing about it is, if you were a kid at some point, you obviously...
Most of us were, yes.
Yeah, yes we were. You would throw pillows on the ground and jump on the pillows and you wouldn't go into the lava.
Yeah.
Well, now they do it differently because now what they do is you play a card. And you put it down, and you could put your meeple on there. But here's the difference. Okay? You can knock them off by throwing a card at the meeple to knock them into the lava.
So, do you make a big map on the table?
Well, yeah, you turn over a card and you're going to be putting these meeples on there. And you're going to try to, at the end of the game, try to keep as many meeples as you can because you're going to be scoring different points. But they also become weapons. You can either put the card down or toss the card and knock off the meeple. And I think that's fun for anybody. It's a neat little party game. And it's such a simple concept, but yet, who thought about it?
I know.
Nobody.
All right, so here you've taken the classic game of jumping around on your furniture in the living room and turned it into an actual little dexterity game.
Well, there you go. Try to beat that. So it's kind of neck and neck. We've picked out some good things. I gotta admit, you did pretty good.
I did. I really did. And you did fair.
They look bad. Oh, I did fair. All right, Chaz. I got a good one. I caught this one right when I walked in the door. They're only here today, and that's why it makes it even more of a treasure find. It's Dawn Shade. So, come on, let's go take a look.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up just about here because this is the point where my camera battery decides to die. But fear not, because Rob's entire Dawn Shade overview video is available on his channel right there. So you can go and check it out, and I recommend that you do that. In the meantime, I want to say thanks for watching this video, and I also want to say thanks to Rob Oren from Rob's Tabletop World for taking the time to hang out with me one morning there at BGG Con and spend some time together. It was a lot of fun. He's a great guy, and he does a metric ton for people in the board game community and just people in general. He's an awesome guy. Support what he does. Till next time, I've been Chaz Marler. Take care.
Will you stop following me?
All right, so here's the challenge, Rob.
Okay, challenge it.
You know what, after we walk down the stairs, then we'll talk about the challenge. Or else it's gonna just be a vlog of us rolling downstairs. Well, I like that video where those two guys just tumbled down the steps of that convention.
And filmed each other fall.